want? What you want?
It seems like every speaker these days is a smart speaker now, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, although some of them aren't as good as others. Today we're looking at the Belkin Hi-Fi smart speaker and wireless charger combo. So not only does this have Google Assistant built right into it, but it's also a wireless charger, so you kill two birds with one stone. We are looking at Acoustics by Devalet, which honestly I've never heard of, but apparently it's supposed to equate to some really good sound quality. Experience revolutionary sound with ultimate clarity, plus the Google Assistant and wireless charging in every room. So yeah, you can put one of these in every room and have Google Assistant and amazing sound quality in every room if you want. We're looking at high fidelity sound quality, fast wireless charging up to 10 watts, as well as multi-room functionality. I mean, this is looking very beefy, kind of reminiscent of an Apple HomePod, so I'm pretty excited. Pure sound as the artist intended with SAM by Devalet. I know somebody's gonna tell me I'm saying that completely wrong, but it is what it is. Full resonant bass and crystal clarity at any volume. Really? So if I max this thing out, it should be crystal clear? Oh, that sounds good to me. Vibration canceling dual woofers for deeper bass and stable charging. Okay, that's pretty cool. We have some deep bass and it also cancels out the vibration, so that way things aren't shaking. That's new to me. This comes in both white and black. I actually have the white model right here, and I'm ready, Google and Belkin, and I guess Devalet too. The box looks nice, although it kind of got beat up a little bit in transit, so I guess it could be a little bit better. And inside, it looks like we got a lot of room in here, so they could have did that a little bit better too. Ooh, this speaker does have some weight to it. Definitely feels like quality inside this nice little bag. Also inside the box, we have a little user guide. Ooh, look at that. A regulatory and sustainability information guide, as well as a power brick, which is pretty beefy. Look how big this thing is. With a power brick this big, this better have some amazing audio quality, I swear. All right, so let's get this thing taken out of this bag right quick. Oh, you know what? This is looking nice. Ooh, I'm liking the way it looks. Wrapped all the way around, we have a little mesh fabric material here wrapping around the speakers. Up here on top, we have this big wireless charging pad. You can easily just put your phone right here on top, just like that, which is great because usually smart speakers are just speakers or maybe even a screen just sitting there and you can't charge your phone on it. So right here, you're killing two birds, come on. Up here on the wireless charging pad, we do have a light indicator that lets you know if your phone's charging. Over on the front, we have a Bluetooth button, volume up and down, play and pause, mic on and off in case you don't want to be heard, as well as two holes so we can hear you when you make commands. Then down here on the bottom, we have this nice rubberized grip to keep it nice and in place on a table. Yeah, that way it's not moving around when that bass is bumping, even though it's supposed to cancel it out. As well as a little button here to reset the speaker. And over on the back, we have the power port to put in that big, beefy, powerful charger. All in all though, design-wise, I'm really liking this and it feels like some high-quality speaker system going on here. So now let's get to it. Let's get this big beefy cable plugged in. It actually goes flat on the bottom when you have it connected, so that's pretty cool. All right, we do have it plugged in. Are we getting power? I don't see any lights yet. Oh, there we go. Google Assistant is activated right here on the front. I always love the way that looks on Google speakers. Maybe that's just me.
Hi, I'm your Google Assistant. To get started, download the Google Home app on a phone or tablet.
You know
the
what?
mic is muted.
Stop. Unmute.
The mic's back on.
Yeah, that's cool. Touch sensitive buttons and the sound quality already sounds amazing. So to get this set up, we're gonna need to open up our Google Home app on our smartphone, of course. We're gonna press add, set up a device, set up a new device in my home, and now it's looking for devices and hopefully it'll pop up very easily. Belkin smart speaker found. Would you like to set it up? Of course I would. Oh, look at this. It's doing, like, I love how easy it is to set these speakers up. You just open the app and it does it all for you. It's pretty amazing. And just like that, we're connected. Did you hear the sound? Yes, I did. Help improve it? Nah, no thanks. And just like that, we are ready to go. The speaker is
Hi, I'm your Google Assistant.
Hi.
I'm here to help. To learn a few things you can do, continue in the Google Home app.
You already know all this. It's not my first rodeo. All right, so let's get this started off now. Let's try out the wireless charger, of course. Wireless charging is definitely working, really awesome. As you can see, we have the LED light active letting us know that it's charging. So now we don't need the phone anymore. Let's get started. Hey, what time is it?
It's 9:30 p.m. And by the way, to hear about your upcoming events, just say, what's on my calendar?
All right, I'm liking the way her voice sounds. Hey, how long will it take to drive to Los Angeles?
By car, the trip to Los Angeles is 5 hours and 27 minutes.
Just did that about a week ago. So we already know how the Google commands work, so right now we gotta test out the audio quality because that's basically the only defining factor of the speaker other than the wireless charger. And of course, I won't be able to play the music for you guys for copyrights and whatnot, so you just have to take my word for it. Hey, play Travis Scott.
Alright, here's Travis Scott on Spotify.
Oh, hold up! That... Yo, that bass is thumping. That was intense. I could feel it was like doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo. What? Okay. Let's continue on. I gotta turn the volume up on this one. Okay, the bass is bumping, although when it was all the way up, I feel like the highs kind of got a little bit out of control, so there's that. Alright, so what I'm noticing is the sound gets extremely loud, although for whatever reason it seems like the bass kind of maxes out around 60 to 70% volume, and when you go all the way up to 100, just the highs and the mids go up and then the bass stays about the same, so it's kind of unsettling. I feel like the best audio quality you're going to get is around the 80% mark, where you have a good balance of bass as well as highs and mids and volume and clarity. Now when you're maxed out, it's obviously not getting distorted or anything, it just sounds like the highs are a bit overpronounced. And of course, if you're sitting right here on it when you have it maxed out, it does sound a bit overpowering, but if you go away from it, you know, you have this in the corner of a room or something, it does fill up the room with sound, and it does sound a lot better as you're at a distance. Now I gotta try to give you guys a little example without getting copyrighted, so I'm gonna try to play some music here from my phone through here as a Bluetooth speaker. Ooh, we got some bass here. We got it maxed out, the bass is bumping. You know, these songs don't sound as good as I expected coming from the speaker, I don't know why. What you want? This one sounds alright though. So right now, 100%, now go down a bit. Alright, so I guess I can finally make my verdict. I've heard enough. I have had it. Now, as far as all the Google Assistant speakers that I've used, I've only used the Mini as well as the Nest Hub. So, I mean, that's not like the top of the line ones at all. So I can't really compare them to those, but as far as those ones are concerned, this one definitely sounds a lot better. Now, I haven't heard an Apple HomePod, but from what I've heard from other people, that's one of the best sounding speakers, period. So I don't think this one actually matches that, because this one, I don't think it sounds that great to be putting it up there. So even without hearing that one, I can say this one's not gonna match it. And I think they're about the same price. This thing right here runs 300 bucks. 300 bucks! So I feel like the speaker quality could be a little bit better for being 300 bucks. Now granted, you do get a loudspeaker with some good bass until you go up to 100%, and then the highs and the mids kind of overpower the bass. That stays about the same for whatever reason. It doesn't increase that, I don't know why. And then plus you got this wireless charger. So I mean, all in all, it's a decent speaker, but for 300 bucks, I feel like it could be a little bit better. Now if you can get this on sale for like maybe 150 or something, then you know, probably go for it, because it's really loud, it sounds good. Got a wireless charger on here, the bass is bumping, you know, until you go up to 100%. And I don't know, I think it looks really cool. I mean, you set your phone on top and charge it while you listen to music. What's better than that? Plus you can use Google, yell across the room, be like, hey, what time is it in New York City?
The time in New York is 12:44 a.m.
I mean, really, if you want a good speaker that sounds good to talk to, this one sounds good when she talks back, I'm just saying. But you know, if you're an audiophile looking for a really good sounding smart speaker, I think you could probably do better than this, especially for 300 bucks. But maybe that's just me. You guys let me know what you guys think.